All right, for anybody that can hear me, just put like a thumbs up or okay inside the chat. So I'm in a new location, new everything, so obviously not quite as prepared. JB, nice. We'll get started like in 3 minutes. Let's see, we have about 45 people on the site right now ready to bid. So now I'll start sharing my screen. Jeff, can you hear me? Just do a thumbs up. You can? All right. I'm going to switch to Bluetooth real quick. Yeah, I'm hearing you're a new location in Chicago, actually. It's pretty nice. But pretty loud because the trains. We'll get started in 1 more minute. All right. All right, let's go kick this off. All right, so we have about 50 people inside the website ready to bid. Multi countries, which I'll share on my screen here the next like 5 minutes. But I wanted to keep you updated really on what's happened in the past 2 weeks. So the last 2 weeks, we have landed 3 different contracts all around new overstock. One being another SaaS player out there that is going to be repping their new excess inventory for server parts. 2, it's going to be you probably see some gaming stuff on the computer on the auction site. So XPG has a lot of new overstock that is coolers, fans, and then cases. So appreciate your bids. If you just keep bidding on that, that's only going to get their very large company, the ability to release that product for us to put on our auction site. So that should be coming due pretty soon. Actually seeing it on the live stream right there. But I'm in Chicago right now. My goal today, I'm not my normal spot. I'm not quite as organized as normal to have everything staged out. But really today is just another rep into testing what we're about to do in 3 weeks in San Jose on the big stage at OCP. So we've implemented a little more speed to the actual site so it doesn't lag. And that's really what we'll be testing today. And so let me just go ahead and share my screen. And during the auction, I'll probably be doing live pitches of MSP GPT and showing how our AI little Nook device that we're going to be launching in like the next like 30 days can help you automate. I'll be giving you different types of use cases on if you ask it this, it can do that to really what I think completely change the game and how people interact in the whole ITAD space. So we should be live streaming right now also in Orlando at eScrap at a booth there. So that being said, let's go ahead and kick this thing off. And let me share my screen. All right. So you can see right here, we have at least 30 countries on the stream right here. So let me go ahead and go. What I'm going to do, I'm going to release different categories at the same exact time. And in that time, I'm going to be sharing my screen with the product that is being displayed. Not everything I have here is what I'll be listing or showing today. So you'll have to look at the pictures and the videos and things like that. But other than that, let me just go ahead and kick this off with 3 different listings. So put some music on. I'm going to start out with some 4 terabyte NVMe. Then I'm going to do a 2 terabyte SAS. So it's going to be lot 1949, 1950. And then I'll do a CPU lot. So starting that, and for some way I move this to live. And live. And this is going to be a 3-minute auction. And one more we'll do lot 1942. Set the timer. 3 minutes starts in 3, 2, 1, and go. I'll put some music on as normal. All right. Timer to start. All right, so you can see the website is hyper-threaded. What that means is real-time bids come in and updates without having to update anything. So there are reserve prices set on this right here. So lot 1950, that's the 4 terabyte, is already at 3,600. What it does, if it does not hit the reserve price, then that right there will just move back into scheduled lots. It will not auto-award. It has to reach the threshold that the original owner wants to do to automatically release that bid. So 2 minutes. $4.90. Just to get the bids up on the 4 terabyte NVMe, this is how it's packed right here. This is really kind of our new bread and butter to me, is being able to convince the people who have the new overstock to release it so you can see exactly how it's packed, things like that. Let me show you the 4 terabyte. So factory sealed, you can see that. We have more of these. Some came in that we have to wipe and test, but these right here are the ones that we had to separate and treat as factory sealed. So. And then the 1.8 I get is not that sexy, which the bids are really low, but this is what that looks like. Clamshell, you'll see in bulk pack, it's normally either pack 8 factory seal like that, or it'll be in clamshell like this directly from the manufacturer. So that's why I like to put clamshell, not factory sealed bags. Instead, we seem to be having issues with the timer. I don't know if we can do something behind the scenes on that. $15 seconds. You did a reset. 3 minutes. It's weird, like our so Zed, text me when the timer refresh the page, please. I'm facing back to front. Over my shoulder at the sun. That probably timed out. And it's an open door. Okay. What I'm gonna do, since the timer messed up there, I'm going to start 2 more lots, and we'll see if that fixes the problem. Zed, if that does not, let me know. This is why we're doing these things before we get in front of 3,000 people, right? So it's like. All right, I'm adding 2 more to it, 2 more lots. So this right here, I'm going to do the memory lot, 1943, and I'm going to do 1933, okay? So let's move this up. 1943 is up. This is the new, and I'll show some of this memory here. And I'm actually going to do 1906. This is a hard drive lot. That way they don't compete. All right, now you see there's 5 lots up there. Let's start the timer. Interesting. Didn't work. 1 second. You can see developing this stuff is not that easy. Last stream we didn't even have this problem. So all right, back up. Memory lot, moving back up. All right, I don't know what happened there. Move to live. All right, before I mess up more lots, we're gonna try this one. So lot 1945. This is new. I will show this. I have it here. Let's go ahead and try right now. All right. It's crazy when things don't work and we have so many people on the stream. All right. At 11:16, that's going to end. It's 11:13 Eastern. Please do a hard. Hey, Zed. You there?
Yeah. So actually, the timer is not showing for you as an admin.
Yep.
But the timer is working for the users, for the brokers.
Oh, we're good. Can you WhatsApp me when it's done? When it's ending?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. Thanks. Bye. All right. I just got a call from our development team. So it seems like the timer on your end's working, but on my screen, it's not working. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to just start it and then just let it go all the way through. And then once it drops, that just lets me know that it's done and we move on to the next thing. Oh. Okay. So while this is still going, just to see how new CPUs are shipped in bulk from the manufacturers, some of this stuff might come directly with the heatsink already built on, right? So Dell, this is a Supermicro here. we'll combo that so the next person in line doesn't have to touch certain things which might hamper the the quality of the product. So still new, but when you buy in bulk like that, everyone's trying to figure out how to alleviate more touch. $20, $30. So I'm guessing that's down to probably 5 seconds right now. 10. All these wonderful, these kinks. All right. Done. So let's now all right. Next up in line is going to be 1897. We're going to do 4 terabyte Toshiba. I do not have that here with me. That's going to be used. All right, that's up. And then we are going to do a new factory seal, which I do have here. It's going to be 12 terabyte factory sealed. And move that to live in 3, 2, 1. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and hit reset for the timer. Zed's WhatsApp me if that is clicking down. Now, what should be happening when I just clicked that and made it live, you should be getting emails, but I'm also getting text messages that certain things aren't firing correctly. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. They said timer has started. Time's up. Current batch. You come to me while all right, let's look at that 12 terabyte. That's actually right here. So factory seal. Normally you'll see, if you see like yellow stickers like that, probably not going to be from the manufacturer. These, yes. And we confirmed everything. We actually opened one up, just confirmed 0 hours. But Seagate 12 terabyte Exos X18 ST12000 NM004J. So this is Lenovo dual labeled 12 terabyte 7.2 RPM SAS drive. And then the other one we have is this our generic 4 terabyte 400E Toshiba. Just curious about people that are on. So you can see our reach is pretty good right now. I mean, this is the stuff that we like to show in front of the bigger companies to get the ability to show the reach to get their inventory. So it all helps out. You're on the show. We show that you're on the show. You bid. They see you bid. We get the stuff. Everybody wins. Looks like that one is done. Wow. 2 minutes left. Time's up. All right. Next up. I don't know what happened to the very first one we did of the NVMe, but I'm going to release that one because I think there was something going on. So I'm going to go ahead and move that one up to live. And then we're going to go back to the memory. See, I see emails are firing on. That's right. Give you a second. And there we go. I'm going to start these right now. In 3, 2, 1, go. So this memory, I'll show you how it's packed. You've already seen how the NVMe, that's this one right here. So I'm doing box like that individually. Just like in the pictures, the new RAM, mostly all Lenovo branded, is coming individually packed. Like that. Some are coming in smaller trays like that. So that's that. Started. Said how much time on the timer? At a minimum, when you see us doing these shows and we're fumbling and things like that, at least, you know, we're trying to do something in the industry that never has been done before, right? That's all I care about. It's like when people wake up in the morning and they change their day-to-day, that's what I get happy off of. It's so easy for me to know who the highest person is that pays the most in the world and just send them an invoice. But sometimes these shows take a day, 8 hours, 10 hours to prep, right? But there's a bigger picture here on being able to tell a story, which then gets a huge audience. So when you see us fumbling, we're doing this stuff from scratch. We mess up, we develop. We mess up again, we try to fix it again. But eventually it's going to hit an inflection point to where it's like super smooth. And behind the scenes, when you've seen MSP for years with the auction site, asking questions like, why is it like this? Why? That is purely just we develop around issues. You know, we develop, get to a door, figure out more needs, develop again, and it gets better and better and better. But I think with the live stream, we definitely hit up something very unique, and it's going to be a fun next 12 months. 1 minute left. Looks like it timed out. That's good. All right. Next up would be, we're going to do the Asus Nook device. And then we're going to do lot 1895. That's going to be 4 terabyte SATA hard drive. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, these two are up. Go ahead and start the timer. 3, 2, 1, start. Said confirm. Perfect. All right. All right. This look we have a lot of, like thousands. So if you can figure out the great Amazon play, look at the videos really good. Look at that. These are all new in box. I didn't bring one here, but this is what we're dropping our AI on top of. So this is just a way that we're trying to get really creative on dropping software on top of hardware to get our clients more money. This only helps our pitches or dealing with the clients, showing that we're trying to yield the most value for their stuff. Now, with that said, I will show like a quick little demo of MSP GPT. So, I wish I could share. So, MSP GPT, this piece of software has been able to put in the website for a long time now, but we find it better if we apply it to actual hardware. So things that this thing can do, okay, can be questions like you want to sell a product, and what that does is that tags every single person in the entire platform that's ever talked about it, want to buy it, want to sell it, and puts it into a social post into the MSP community. And then you get notified, and then y'all can start collaborating together. So imagine if you're trying to source this product right here on eBay, or that's where you typically go to find the buyers or sellers of that product. It might take you 10 minutes to actually communicate directly with that person. The platform will do that in one click. You just say want to buy, want to sell, you type the SKU. It will then show all the different individuals that have communicated at the time they did, and then you just click one button, communicate. That will create a post for you to collaborate directly together. Why would we do something like that to where you can go around the platform? I ain't worried about that. I much rather just build this, recurring revenue model out to where people can freely communicate on what they want to buy, what they want to sell. So there are ways we can lock down communication, but for now, that's one really good use case on how to use the MSP GPT. Let's see here. What's the timer? 30 seconds left. All right, looks like it's time's up. All right, now let's move on to, we're gonna go to some RAM. So lot 1933. And we're going to 1908. So this one here is the one that slowed down the website last auction. It basically stopped anyone giving them the ability to bid because it's a lot of line items, which then that just changed things up a little bit. So we have since then increased the performance of our servers, which should reflect in today's stream. All right, is that confirmed? And it's live. Timer started now. Started. All right. Timer's good. It said keep me updated at minute 2, minute 1, and minute 30. All right. Next use case, MSP GPT. So we already sync with eBay API for our site. We already sync with FedEx API. We can sync with UPS API. What does that mean? That means we can automatically do certain things. So you can ask MSP GPT, let me know what hasn't sold on our eBay store specifically to you when X time frame, right? And then you can start asking it to do certain things. Can you lower price? Can you increase price? Can you maybe push the MSP platform to try to get rid of your old stuff, right? Warehouse space, floor space is limited. How can you write certain queries out there to where it can completely talk to eBay and do certain things? So that's very powerful. It could ask things like, what's the average sales price on MSP for this SKU? So now instead of going to eBay and looking at what your average sales price and what you're selling things for, you can actually see what things they're selling on wholesale on the platform. This might give you a much better idea on when to actually liquidate. That's another good use case. Next one, just this week we launched the ability to easily say, if this is asked, then respond back to this. So that means it's endless at this point. So going into MSP GPT and asking questions, we're reviewing those questions. And if it doesn't spit out what we want, then we can create exactly what's needed to be said. Example, it could be, can you point me to all the firmware for this exact model hard drive? And you click that and it just give you a direct link. And imagine now you want to apply that firmware to all these drives in one server. That can be done through automation through the website. So right now we're just monitoring a lot of questions that could be coming through and then using this AI tool to help. But the way I see it, the price point, we're charging $250 every quarter, so $1,000, which to me is very reasonable because the platform gets smarter every single second someone's bidding, right? So even from this show, the platform got smarter, and that device that you get, it's cloud-based, right? So that thing's getting smarter every second. I really think the day and age of the broker bins and things like that, we have to change how we are operating because the margins are getting tighter. We're having to work twice as hard to make the same amount of money. And if you're not investing in AI, then it is what it is. All right, that one is done. All right, now moving on, we're gonna do lot $18.99. It's a 2 terabyte SAS drive, quantity 24 used. Move that one up. And then we're going to do, that one just went live. Let's see here, move to live. Here's one here. So this is going to be an Intel card. This is new. I have pics. I did not upload and have time to put them to the platform, but this is like an OCP branded Intel Ethernet network adapter. So we're going to try and see who has interest on that. There is flexibility in the reserve, but I don't know who's interested unless if you bid. So if you bid and it's close to what my customer wanted, we can easily go back to them and say, hey, it didn't make what you wanted on the show, but this person wants it at this price. What do you want to do? And what that means is OCP, I won't say branded, but Open Compute Project certifies certain hardware to put in their companies to put in their hyperscalers and to be more efficient. And this is very specific to this SKU here. It is OCP certified. Oh, timer. All right, timer's on. All right, trying to think of other use cases for MSP GPT. They're pretty much endless on the amount of automation that you can do. So really the key is just really niching that AI into the ITAD space, and then people asking questions and we help them automate it. But basically that's what it's all about. But available and go to market. The link to actually pre-order these is inside the YouTube channel. I'll send that out after the show. What we have to do is it takes us about a week to configure it a certain way. So you can put it to a VGA and put it to a monitor. So November 1st is when we're going to be able to sell these off in bulk. The last few lots I'll talk about are wiping stuff that we're doing. And you might be saying, wow, they're doing a whole, or at least trying to do a whole lot at the same time. You got software, you got global decommissions happening at the same time. But we're really putting a lot of focus on not being an ITAP. That's what makes this really unique when we might be going up another potential competitor. You know, my pitch is I don't want to be an ITAP. I want to be the software player for ITAP, and helping the transparency and reclaiming the most money for everything. So saying no a lot more, because we have over 1,000 people, customers, data centers that give us stuff. I want to be saying no a lot more using our software. So we're not doing the actual physical labor, which means warehouse gone, things like that. Let's see here. 1 minute left. Let's take a look at this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it looks like 11 countries on the string. All right. 30 seconds. All right, time's up. Let's see what I have not done. All right. We have 2 more left. What I'm going to do, this is very unique. Since people are e-scrap, that's like mainly around not reuse but recycle, and Orlando is around scrapping everything. I've always envisioned the platform to be able to do not just reuse but recycle. It's the same problems when you don't sell, when CPUs hit their end of life, what do you sell them for? Per pound. So we do have people inside the platform that have large amounts of precious metal. So I'm just going to move this up, and this lot right here is around graphite, a lot of it, like 218,000 pounds of graphite. So if you're on the stream and you are, you dabble in that, or you might know somebody that is selling aluminum, copper, graphite, whatever, share this with them, because this customer here has a lot of this stuff coming in, and this could really be the next wave of how we get different types of users from the reuse to the recycle, which makes our user base more, diverse. And I'll do one more. That might have been the last one. 1940. I didn't even do this one yet. Okay. So 1940 is a pretty solid lot if you like new and used SSDs all the way up to like 4 terabytes. So we'll go ahead and turn these live in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Said confirm that, and I'll show some of these. All right. Does that confirm that's live? Started. Good. So the used ones are coming. Anti-static bag, yellow, immediate flag saying, even though my customer thought everything was new, I'm very familiar with how the manufacturer packs them. So these are used, but 100% tested. Everything is coming in tray like that. Lenovo, dual labeled. There we go. Some are coming 960. These are Lenovo, coming in 3.5-inch tray. Right there. All right. one here. This is the highest quantity one. This is the 2 terabyte Lenovo. But that one is new. Last one that I'll do, this is the 480 right there. All right. And I did not make that graphite one live, so I'll make that one live at the very end and just wrap it up as it's going. But I don't think a lot of people in the audience are going to have a need for especially that much. But the key is if you do, or you're interested, or you might know somebody, is for you to talk about, hey, MSP is getting into now really on the recycle side as well, which includes big vendors that have, this type of stuff. One minute left. 30 seconds left. All right. Oh, it did go actually. Yeah, I misspoke. It actually did go through. 30 seconds. Time's up. Make sure I didn't miss anything. And it looks like I missed 2 on here. All right. The last ones I missed were just Seagate 4 terabyte, and this is the last ones we'll do. And Dell 960 gig SSD. And these are really small quantity compared to what we normally do, but we have a lot more coming. We just don't have time to sort everything before the stream. Our key thing was to get the stream out there so we get more reps, and obviously today you see that we need more reps before the big show. All right, starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, these are the last ones. So what will we be doing at OCP on like the third week of the month? So I will be streaming from the booth. So we have a booth. There'll probably be 2,500 engineers from the Facebooks, the AWS, those types of companies there. There's some ITADs as vendors as well, or sponsors. I've been in the community there for about 3 or 4 years, so really understanding those connections is important for me. And I will be streaming every day from the booth, whether it's streaming an auction or whether it's just streaming, showing people like the technology that's there, because the stuff that you see there is way advanced. Last time I was there, the big thing was coolant. So how do you host data centers underwater and having robots like replace hard drives? So I'll be doing short little 5-minute clips of actually showing with my phone what's there. And then the big day is October 17th. I really just want people just to join, just to see a live thing like that, because I think that's really the next step for us for being entertainment into the whole sustainable recycle market. Other big things is us pitching to other ITADs and saying, hey, if you have this client that you're trying to convert to a new customer, can you leverage our show to be able to get them in the ability to bridge the gap into them putting their stuff for you on our show, and we just take a very small cut. So as opposed to us, I can't contract every single company in the world. I'd much rather just license it out to companies, help them get contracts, and we just become, like I said, it's quirky, but it's like the TBC of tech. That to me is the vision. But with built-in certain things like the MSP GPT helping the community automate their day-to-day, and then the wiping technology. So there's a video out there. We have hundreds of the Supermicro 36 bay big servers that we are dropping our software on top of, to where we can send to you. It comes with active kill disk wiping software already on it, hard disk signals, so you can do all your testing, and then you upload to the platform, and then the platform will say that's worth X dollars. Do you want that money now? If you click yes, that money just gets put into your account and invoiced and hits the buyer's credit card. And since we know how many hard drives it is, it automatically creates a label for you to drop ship to them. So fully end-to-end automated. We'll be really pitching that in about a month. All right, 30 seconds left. All right, timer up. All right, so that concludes the show. If you bid and you did not get a notification saying that you won, doesn't mean that you didn't win. What we now do is we go back and we review every single thing. And with the owners of the original owners of the inventory, we say, okay, it got 40 bids. This person is R2 certified. This person is that. And it's up to them. So if it came in under, you still can win. That's why we always say, please bid appropriately. That way, one, we know you want their stuff, because if it doesn't sell, they're going to keep lowering their threshold of what they are going to allow it to sell it for. So that being said, big thing is coming due in the next 2 weeks. We're going to keep hitting MSP GPT. The link in the YouTube thing below, you can click that and see like the payment page. You know, we do have a lot, but we have a limited, unless we have to start sourcing Intel Nooks like do on Amazon or something. So I really push hard on people buying that, which will then just help the whole community out and help you find product faster. So that being said, appreciate you joining the show. And until next time, we might do one more next week on similar stock. So appreciate it. Thanks.